Are these our children? From its San Francisco studios, the American Broadcasting Company and its affiliated stations present Are These Our Children? Half-hour dramatizations of actual case histories taken from the files of juvenile delinquency court. The names in these case histories are altered, but the facts are not. These events occurred today and yesterday and the day before to people who didn't ask, are these our children? The file on today's case is marked Shirley Kingsley. Her story is one of parental intolerance that brought the girl to what is commonly accepted as juvenile delinquency.
Here, let me close the door.
I didn't know you had a piano here.
We have everything here that we think will help the young people to improve.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, Mr. Jansen. The boys and girls you have here at the detention home. Bet you have some pretty tough ones.
Oh, some of them are pretty tough, I guess.
Ever have any riots here?
Oh, you didn't let me finish. Some of them are pretty tough. But more of them are like, well, Shirley.
Shirley?
You're looking for a typical case history for a radio program, aren't you?
That's right. Are these our children?
Are these our children?
Have you anything for me?
I don't know if you'd call the case of Shirley Kingsley typical.
Tell me about it.
Shirley was brought to the detention home not so much to give her correction, punishment, as to get her away from her father.
That sounds like it might make a good story.
I wish it were only a story.
Well, go ahead, Mr. Jensen. Tell me about Shirley Kingsley.
She's a young girl, 16, but she's seen a lot of life during those 16 years. Too much of life. She was brought here about 2 weeks ago. I've talked to her a great deal since she came here. I'll tell you her story as she told it to me, as it was verified by the probation officer of the juvenile court. It isn't a pretty story, but we don't deal in pretty stories here. It all began many years ago, but I can bring you up to date quickly. It all began with Shirley's mother and father.
I think we should let Shirley go on with her piano lessons.
I'm not throwing good money after bad.
But you know how well she's been doing.
I've had my say.
I've never asked you for much, Ed.
I've been trying to beat some sense into that kid ever since I can remember.
That's another thing, Ed.
What's another thing?
Even the neighbors are beginning to talk.
Talk about what?
Well, Shirley's almost 16 now.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, she's pretty old to be getting beaten.
A child needs discipline.
She's your daughter, Ed.
Ain't I ever allowed to forget that?
The neighbors can hear her yell.
If she do like I say, she wouldn't get any beatings, and she wouldn't have to yell.
Well, I've made up my mind. She's going on with her piano lessons.
And I've made up my mind. She ain't.
Shirley,
Yes, Ma?
do you want to keep on with your piano lessons?
Well, sure.
Your father, I've been talking to your father, and
He wants me to quit.
I'm afraid so.
He told me about it yesterday.
He thinks you should get a job after school instead of practicing.
Did you tell him what my teacher, Miss Anderson, said?
Yes, I told him.
Didn't it make any difference?
I told him your piano teacher thought you had a real future, but, well,
I know. I'm just surprised that Dad ever let me take lessons in the first place.
Well, honey, I guess I wanted you to do the things I never had a chance to do.
You still play swell, Ma.
I've spent all I had on your lessons. I'm afraid you're going to have to stop. That's beautiful, honey.
Maybe I could get a job, make enough.
You know, Miss Anderson said if you were going to make a career out of playing, it'd take all your time.
I know.
Play my favorite, honey.
You're Mr. Kingsley?
That's right.
Do you mind if I talk to you a moment?
I'm pretty busy.
It's about your daughter, Shirley.
You said your name was Anderson?
I'm Shirley's piano teacher.
What do we have to talk about?
I wanted to talk to you about Shirley's piano lessons.
If you're looking for more
I
money...
didn't come here to talk about money, Mr. Kingsley.
Then what?
I understand that your daughter's going to have to give up her lessons.
That's the general idea.
Well, your daughter's very talented, Mr. Kingsley.
Then let her help out around here, make some money.
She might make a great deal of money if she can go on.
Eggs are 85 cents a dozen now, not tomorrow.
I'd be very willing to give her lessons for nothing, Mr. Kingsley. That's all right with you.
It's not only money, it's time wasted. I've always said that, time wasted.
When you're learning to create something beautiful, it's never time wasted.
That's what you say.
That's what I know.
I'll see you to the door.
I think I can find my own way out.
Good day.
You know what you are.
I'm listening. Shirley,
Yes?
come in here.
What do you want?
Pretty close by, weren't you?
I just came downstairs.
You know who was just here.
No.
Miss Anderson.
What was she doing here?
Like you didn't know.
Why didn't you call me down to see her?
Just let me get my belt off.
Please, Dad, I haven't done anything.
Tell me you didn't know that woman was here.
I didn't. I swear I didn't.
Stand still, young lady. I'll teach you to lie to me.
Don't.
I've told you never to lie to me.
Please, Dad.
You told her to come here.
Oh, Dad, don't. Please don't.
Where's Shirley?
Where's my good scotch?
I thought I heard Shirley.
I think I'll just have a drink of my good scotch.
You mean to tell me, Mr. Jensen, that this guy Kingsley actually got away with something like that?
I told you this wasn't going to be a pretty story.
But why did he do it?
I think we can safely say that Mr. Kingsley was a sadist.
Like to inflict pain, huh?
Exactly. And since no one reported him, he got away with it.
You mean this girl, Shirley Kingsley, had been getting beatings like that for years?
When the doctor here at the detention home examined her, he found scars on her back that had been there since she was an infant.
And for no good reason at all.
He was her father, and no one reported it.
Imagine what a thing like that would do to a child's mind.
That's just it. Imagine what a thing like that would do to a child's mind.
But, what's all this got to do with delinquency, Mr. Jensen?
What drives a child toward delinquency?
Well, I don't know.
Now, keep listening. Maybe you'll find out. There are those who would say that Shirley Kingsley had bad blood, and that was why she finally did the things she did. There are those who would say that she was just plain bad. Those would be the people who read the headlines and never look behind those headlines. Those would be the people who condemn without reason. Shirley Kingsley would make mistakes, but the reason for those mistakes were written into her young mind by a neurotic father, a sadistic father. The reasons for her mistakes were written into the flesh of her back.
That's good scotch.
You beat her again.
She lied to me.
You beat her again.
Now, just relax, Mother. This Scotch is 19 years old.
I could kill you.
Don't get dramatic.
I don't know why I haven't done it before.
I'm master in this house.
That's just the trouble. I've let you have your own way. Put that down.
Why, you demon.
I'm going to kill you.
All over my pants.
Look at me. I'm going to kill you.
Shut up.
I'll not shut up.
The neighbors will hear you.
Let them hear. Let them hear something besides Shirley.
I said shut up.
What can I use? What can I use?
Ma, don't, Ma.
I'm going to kill him.
Put that down.
Put it down, Ma. I'm all right.
Please, let me do it.
Put that lamp down.
I'll find something. I'll find something.
Ma, I'm all right.
Get away from those stairs.
I'll find something.
You'll get hurt.
Look out, Ma.
Let me go.
All right, I'll let you go. Look, she slipped and fell. She slipped and fell. Remember that.
Let me go. Let me go down. She's hurt.
She slipped and fell down those stairs. You saw it.
Let me go.
All right, but remember that I told you. Good Scotch all over my pants.
All right, everyone. Quiet down. You there.
Me?
You, Mr. Kingsley?
That's right.
Sorry to have to do this.
I understand, officer.
We always have to investigate cases of this nature.
I understand.
I understand you have a daughter.
That's right.
What's her name?
Shirley.
How old?
Going on 16.
That's pretty tough on a kid.
Yeah, terrible.
Was she here when it happened?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, it happened so fast, I don't remember.
Well, that's understandable.
When will all these people leave?
As soon as the investigation's over.
Oh, there's nothing to investigate.
Just routine.
I'd like to lie down for a while.
I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to stay. The inspector's on his way, should be here any minute.
Inspector?
Just routine.
I see.
Where's your daughter now, Mr. Kingsley?
I'm right here.
Was your mother standing by herself when she fell?
I think Shirley had better go lie down.
Please, Mr. Kingsley.
Well, this is too much for her.
I'm all right.
Well?
She knows what happened, and she knows what happened just before the accident, don't you, Shirley?
Yes.
You wouldn't want that to happen again.
Oh, just a minute now. What happened again?
Nothing, officer. Shirley knows what I mean.
Please, I didn't see anything.
What's the matter?
Please, I'm all right. I just want to get out of here.
I told you this was too much for her.
Then you didn't see her actually fall.
Please, I just want to get out of here.
All right, Miss Kingsley. Thank you for your cooperation. I'm sorry to bother you at a time like this. Hey, down there.
What is it?
Don't touch the body until the coroner gets here.
I was sorry to hear about your mother, Shirley.
I know.
Is there anything I can do?
No, Miss Anderson.
Oh, you look tired.
I'm all right.
You sure there's nothing I can do?
I'm sure.
Your mother was a wonderful woman.
I came to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I wanted to see you before I left.
Where are you going, Shirley?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just came to say goodbye.
Oh. You know, it was your mother that paid for your lessons all those years.
Yes, she told me.
She said she wanted you to think your father paid for them. Oh, I wanted to tell you before.
I always thought it was her.
She wanted you to think your father was doing something to help you.
You went to see my father.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Thought I might persuade him to let you continue.
What did he tell you?
Just what I thought he would.
No.
That's right.
I thought so.
Oh, I knew it was no use before I went, but I thought I'd try.
Thanks.
How's your father taking all this? The accident, I mean.
The accident?
It was an accident.